Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Roasty, roasty, roasty. Roasty, roasty, roasty. Who wants to join us for the roast of Steve Miggs live on stage at the Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom, Friday, April 15th.
No, go April 14th. It's
Yeah.
a great time there. Show up, everybody.
Get your tickets, man. It's going to be a hell of a show. We've got live music with Glenn Cannon and Damage Done, so it's just not going to be roasting Steve, though that's going to be great entertainment, too.
Yeah, there'll be music. We'll be hanging out. It's a chance to be around all of us from KSW. We haven't been able to do that on a weekend in years, actually. So that's going to be a lot of fun to be able to hang out with the Rockaholics. And Adam Gerke from Q13's joining us, part of the roast. Walter Jones, Seahawks Hall of Famer. He's going to be there. Craig Gass and some other people as well are possibly going to be there. We're still waiting on confirmation, but it's going to be a great time at my expense.
Yes, it is. And ticket proceeds, some of the proceeds going towards Smash Seattle, a great organization that provides medical coverage for musicians that do not have insurance. And you can get those tickets. General admission tickets are still available, but they are going fast. Tickets are on sale now at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Miggs.
It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Miggs. Don't be a loser. Beat Miggs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Miggs. And it's Tuesday, so let's turn down for tequila. Yeah, tequila. Have a nice margarita and have some fun. Because that's usually one follows the other. All right. Let's get to our contestants. Hey, there's no argument there, I guess. We've got Kyle in Bellingham. Kyle, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Kyle will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Kyle, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What famous martial artist / actor was slated to play the alien in the 1987 film Predator but was replaced?
Bruce Lee.
No.
Van Diesel.
No.
Or Van Damme.
Yes. Gluten is a type of what?
Pass.
How many times has Mila Kunis been married?
2.
No.
3.
No.
4.
No. 1/1000th of a second is known as a what?
I pass.
What country borders Ukraine to the east?
Russia?
Yes. Which Batman villain did Cillian Murphy play in The Dark Knight?
Pass.
Steve Allen was the first talk show host for what show?
Good Morning America.
No. All right, then. Well, yeah.
Oh, boy. That's not a good day for Kyle.
No, Kyle dropped a deuce.
Woo! Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a morning for Kyle.
Yeah, it was not good for Kyle.
No. And Steve's going to do way better than 2.
And that was so not good for Kyle, he left.
Well, I mean...
He abandoned ship.
Yeah, it seems like he was busy anyway doing something else while trying to answer the questions. So, I mean, sometimes that doesn't work out for our good friends there. Steve!
I was just looking around my area, like, where is my blindfold? Not realizing it's on my head. Nice.
It's on your head, over your headphones. So you put on your headphones and then put on your blindfold and then lost your blindfold.
And then I just panicked. I'm like, where's my blindfold?
Oh, yeah.
I'm clearly ready, right?
Yes, yeah. Are you ready? What famous martial artist / actor was slated to play the alien in the 1987 film Predator but was replaced?
Steven Seagal.
No.
Okay.
That would have been
what's
cool.
his face? Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
JCVD.
Gluten is a type of what?
Protein.
Yes. How many times has Mila Kunis been married?
Twice?
No.
Once?
Yes. 1/1000th of a second is known as a what?
A millisecond.
No.
Oh. A nanosecond?
Yes. What country borders Ukraine to the east?
Russia.
Yes. Which Batman villain did Cillian Murphy play in The Dark Knight?
Two-Face.
No.
Oh, damn it. Dr. Octagon.
No.
Oh, Dr. Octagon.
No. Steve Allen was the first talk show host for what show?
The Tonight Show.
Yes. Which Lord of the Rings character was played by Ian McKellen?
Gimli?
No.
Samwise?
No.
Alf?
No. What is the main alcohol in a daiquiri?
Vodka.
No.
Gin.
No.
Tequila.
No. It would have been a good one for
Whiskey.
Tuesday. No. 1, 2, 3,
Beer?
4, 5, 6. No. You win 6 to deuce.
Yeah, there you
Keep
go.
naming alcohols, buddy.
Yeah, keep going, buddy. How do you really get a song for this?
I don't drink daiquiris.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's rum, dude.
It's rum.
I didn't say that?
No. But you did say beer.
Yeah, beer is really good in a daiquiri.
Let's get a beer daiquiri, everybody.
I was running out of booze. I thought I already said rum.
You did not, unfortunately. I love the fact that actually for the Lord of the Rings one, you did name 2 Lord of the Rings characters before you went to Alf, so good job on that.
Samwise and Gimli?
Yeah. They were wrong,
bad.
though, but...
Yeah, sorry.
Frodor?
Yeah. No, not Frodor.
Oh, Frodor. Even Vicky or Danny knows this.
Gandalf.
Yes, Gandalf.
That's right.
Yeah. And then also, which Batman villain did Cillian Murphy play in The Dark Knight?
Vicky should know this.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who Cillian Murphy was.
Oh, yeah. He's in a movie or a show called Peaky Blinders, which is really good, too. Like, I like that one, but I don't know. You probably won't because it's about, like, World War I.
And is it kind of old-timey gangsters?
Yeah, it's old-timey gangsters in England and Ireland and stuff like that.
Yeah. World I Northern Ireland gangster time. Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah, he's there.
But they've got cool hats. I like their hats.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Well, good. I'm glad you did.
Vicky just showed me a picture of him.
Yeah. He's that guy.
Yep. Congratulations. You won.
Someone said
Good
Steve
job.
actually did mention 2 of the Lord of the Rings characters. I am impressed.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Not bad.
I've seen it.
At least he didn't say Dumbledore. He didn't cross the streams.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we have we've been talking about people just giving money back to the rightful owners. Or earlier today, we talked about the lottery ticket that was $1 million lottery ticket. And granted, it was one of the store employees that gave back a ticket that a woman thought was trash to give her $1 million ticket. Now we got a 9-year-old and his family who found $5,000 under the floor mat of a family's used SUV. And the kid's name is Landon, and he was gifted $1,000 of the money when he returned the cash to the original owners.
Nice.
Here's Landon and his dad talking about this.
I was cleaning my dad's car out, and then when I looked under the floorboard, I found a package.
I look, and I look at him, and then I just run inside. I start calling my wife. Hey, babe, you got to come check this out. And that's when we dump it on the bed. Just money falls out all over the bed. I immediately thought, I need to find out who this belongs to.
So it must have been the previous owner of the car.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I wonder why the money was under there. You know what I mean?
It does sound like a to-go pack, like a go bag kind of situation where you get your money, maybe some fake IDs. You got to get out of Dodge.
Or maybe the guy had plans to make it rain that night and then forgot to do that.
Have you ever? I can't remember the last time I had to have a large amount of cash with me like that in my life. I can't remember.
I
Maybe
keep
a
a
down
couple-
payment on a car or something.
Yeah, I mean, I keep like a couple dollars in my car just for instances where maybe like it actually paid off because one time I forgot my wallet and I needed to get some stuff and I was like, oh crap! And I had $20 I kept like in the little glove compartment.
Well, that's reasonable,
right? It wasn't.
No one's giving you that money back. You know, if I find $20, I'm not giving that back to anybody.
And to be honest, there have been times where I forgot I even had the money there. And when I was reaching for something else, I'm like, oh, $20, sweet, score. Yeah. I kind of want to know what were the plans of that money and how happy was that person when they got that phone call to the point where they gave him $1,000.
Yeah, that's a good reward, by the way. See, I say you always need to do that because you were out that $5,000. So give the kids something because they could have kept the whole $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they give me the money back, I'm giving them at least $1,000 out of that.
That's a lot though out of it. I mean,
yeah, 500. Yeah,
I feel like 500 would be plenty.
Oh, here we go.
What does he need $1,000 for?
This is why you'll never get your 5,000, Steve. You know what I mean? Because people think there are people like you going, and then there are people that are worse than you that'll give nothing back. Oh, I like the kid. There's the pose of the kid. He's fanning it out like a deck of cards. All the money
got paid.
Oh, the kid's got to have some fun with it.
Oh, he looks good. That's a great picture forever. That kid looks like he's the boss.
So it's like, that's definitely drug money. Dad had to been like, we can't keep this money because it could be associated with something bad.
Oh, that's a good call.
That's the problem. You're right, Steve. If I find any significant amount of money, it's like, I got to turn it in. I don't want someone hunting me.
Man, I got to start looking through my car. Maybe there's something cool in there.
You're just going to have to get all the McDonald's wrappers out of the way, but you should be able to find something.
Right, like if I sold my car to somebody, like, why is there I found something. What is it? A French fry.
Yeah.
So many French fries.
And there's a bunch many fries. There's a lot of notes on the money, but it says like $80 used Sissy Bob Spade. So I'm wondering if they just sold a bunch of stuff and then they just kind of cataloged it.
Oh. Or Sissy maybe one of the girls that works for the guy.
That too.
Oh, wow.
He's a pimp.
Can you make that much money? Wow, okay. I was thinking like maybe yard sales, garage sales, swap meets. Can you make that much money, or is it pimping? It sounds like pimping.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say pimping.
Could be a code.
That too.
Wow.
What is that moment in your life where you're like, where did I put that $5,000? And you're like, crap, I put it in the car that I just sold.
I want to get there. To a point where I'm just like, 5,000. I don't know where it went.
Right? Yeah, I don't ever have that problem. I know exactly. Like, you always keep like a little, like maybe like extra couple of dollars here and there. And I'm like, I know where like we have $500 in our house. And I'm like, I know exactly where that $500 is at all times.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be in a life of crime or Bill Gates. Really, if you think like you can just misplace $5,000. Where did that $5,000 go? Oh, I don't know. We'll get more.
So a texter says that the people said that they had the money for a vacation, but then couldn't find it.
Yeah, vacation, sure.
Why'd you put it in the car?
And why would you take $5,000 out? You don't have a debit card from your bank? Because almost every place you go on vacation will take a debit card, except, of course, Philadelphia. If you're going to Philadelphia, you're going to need cash, because that's all they take is cash.
Philadelphia.
It's the money laundering capital of the friggin' world, Philadelphia.
BJ's war on Philadelphia is back on, boys.
Oh, it is, dude. It is insane how many Philadelphia places wouldn't take credit cards. Only cash. I'm like, seriously? I mean, can you launder money much, you bunch of thieves? Welcome to Philadelphia.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not really very passionate about that.
No, not at all.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'.
Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And whatever it is you want to say, it's pretty simple, man. You just open your mouth and start speaking. But Steve does have a rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999.
Oh, I like this one because I actually just went through something similar to this. They wanted to know, is it rude to ask to be taken out of a group chat? A bunch of friends from college started a group chat, and it never ends. It's been weeks, and people are still chatting on it at all hours. It's driving me crazy.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it depends on what the group chat is, but you can always just mute those things usually, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but I get annoyed even if I see notifications because I'm like, oh, crap, who texted me and what text did I miss? And then I'm like, oh, it's this stupid group chat that's still going on.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I actually had to send one. I didn't want to be that guy. It was like a goalie group chat, different, like, you know, like, because now hockey's coming back, so people are like hitting people up to like fill in. So somebody put out like hey, can someone fill in? And they sent it to like 12 of us. And of course, nobody can just, if you want to say yes, but now everyone's got like a funny comment to throw in there, or I haven't skated in forever. Oh, how long has it been for you? And it's like, I don't even know any of these numbers. Like none of these numbers are familiar. So it's like people I don't even know.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me so much, but then all of a sudden they started a new one and it was like at like 9:00 at night. And, all of a sudden I don't have this on Do Not Disturb because I didn't have that group chat in my phone. And it's just going up. Finally, yesterday, I was just like, hey, can you guys just take me off this damn thread? I work early in the mornings, and I don't, what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be rude, but yeah.
You got to be rude.
Right. It's like, I don't know how else to say it other than, can you please take me off this effing thread?
Yeah, I've tried to be more understanding, but I'm 100% with you. I find them massively annoying.
I just wish that they would, and maybe it's going to come with the new update. I wish that there was a way, like on a Facebook group chat, you can leave the discussion, which I always think is such a baller move when it says Steve has left this conversation. It's like, I'm done with this conversation and I'm out. I wish you could do that with your phone.
That would be awesome.
At least not with the iPhone I can. I mean, I know you could Do Not Disturb it, but you can't just out and out leave the group chat.
Yeah, I'm with you. That would be really cool to do because, a lot of times I'll be like, I don't even know how I got on this. And then like, and like you said, you only see numbers. So it's like, I don't know who anybody is. And then I get mad. I want to find out the person that put me on there and go, why did you think I want to be part of this? But then I thought, you know what? I can't be that guy. I mean, I can start yelling at people.
So our gym had a group chat that I hijacked and posted dumb stuff in. And every time someone tried to leave, I would add them back in.
Oh, my God.
Weak. Just when I thought I got out, they pulled me back in.
Dang it.
Okay, so see that person I'd hunt down.
That guy wants to watch the world burn.
Yeah. That person I'd hunt down.
Are you sure you're not a goalie as well? Because I feel like that's what we got going on in this goalie group chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, dude. So if they can add you back, which, by the way, you can add people back with a Facebook group, so you could do that, too.
Right.
Yeah, even you leave the group, it's like, oh, did you leave? Well, come on back.
Someone says you can leave group chats on an iPhone. I have not been able to figure that out.
Okay, send us something because I've never heard of that either.
I've checked on my settings. I've had no luck being able to get rid of a group chat. Oh, Vicky's looking at it.
Yeah, can you, Vicky?
This could be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
You can?
Yeah, just 3 simple steps, apparently. Go to the group text message that you want to leave.
Okay.
Tap the top of the conversation. Tap the info button, and then tap leave this conversation.
What?
Mind blown.
All right, morning show crew. How do I get out of this?
Wow. Really?
I don't know. Mine doesn't have that.
Is yours updated?
What do you want from me? I don't have these answers. This is a personal question.
Okay, so...
look at that. Leave this conversation. There it is.
Well, all right. So you can do it too, Danny? Yep.
Wait, do you hit the info button?
Yeah. Tap the info button, then tap leave this conversation.
Yeah, does it show up for Steve?
No, man.
Oh, do you have the latest iOS? I just updated my phone yesterday.
Oh, son of a bitch. Now I gotta figure
You don't have the latest iOS?
I don't know if I do or don't.
No, but the idea, and you got a newer iPhone than I do, I think, right?
I got a something.
I got a something.
Oh, jeez. Tech support with Steve Miggs here.
Here's an interesting thing.
What's that?
So if all of the people on the phone are iPhone users. So like on our morning show, we all have iPhones. That I can leave. But if there's people on another one that don't have iPhones, it doesn't give me the option to leave.
That's what it is.
I'm updating this thing for no reason.
Yes.
Oh boy!
Sorry, we bricked your phone, Steve.
Don't update it. Don't update at the station. Don't do it because the internet's not cool.
Well, I'm in the middle of it. Look, it's being updated.
He has no choice now.
Oh, your phone's not coming back. I tried that, and I tried that at the station. I don't know what's wrong with our internet that it will not update an iPhone. It just stays and stays and stays. And then it wasn't until I got home that I was able to figure it out.
Yeah, a lot of people say if someone has an Android, it won't let you leave.
Well, thank you, Texter, for telling us that one.
No,
I mean, not that Texter, but the previous Texter who got our hopes up. And it didn't work.
I wonder if this is voice to text. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's only people named Juan," because it says if one person has an Android, it won't let you leave.
Well, it's like, okay, sir, is your name Juan? Yeah. Damn it, I'm stuck in this group.
Which is funny because both Juans in my life, my dad and brother, have Android. So that tracks. That makes sense.
You're stuck. You'll never leave that group. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Yesterday we talked about someone decided to say what kind of donuts each of us would be. I don't know if this is the same texter, but I don't know.
Why? Don't bring this texter back. I'm not a fan of that texter.
Well, this maybe is a different texter. We'll find out. But they were now saying they were going to tell us what kind of sandwich each one of us would be if we were a sandwich. And this is their educated guess.
This can't be good. This will not be good for me.
You don't think?
Right. All right. Well, do me last because last time I was the old donut that was like old.
Okay, so this time we'll start with the Rev. They believe that if Rev was a sandwich, he would be a Reuben on marble rye, extra sauerkraut.
100%. Yeah, that is spot on.
Okay, Vicky, if you were a sandwich, they believe you would be asada torta. Is that a steak sandwich?
A torta, with carne asada. Torta is like the Mexican sub sandwiches.
Yes.
With that bread with carne asada.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
See, whenever I go to like the Matador or somewhere they have tortas or torta, I always end up like, I don't know if I want a sandwich in a Mexican place because I want to get the fajitas or you know what I mean? So I need to try one.
And the cool thing is you can make it as fancy or as not fancy. Like at home we'll make like with beans, ham, cheese, throw in some like pickled carrots and jalapenos on there. It's so good.
All right. For me, they believe I would be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
On a brioche. What is a brioche? Which one?
It's a fancy bread.
Yeah, it is a fancy bread.
I appreciate them thinking me fancy.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
you're refined.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
Pardon us.
They're buttery and flaky. I am very much like that.
Yeah, you are very buttery
light
and flaky.
Slightly puffy.
Right. Okay.
And
Danny,
slightly puffy.
Danny, you would be, this sounds delicious.
Okay.
Like Danny.
What? Yeah.
A green chili cheeseburger.
Yes, I would. That is from New Mexico. That is the New Mexico state sandwich.
But a burger's not a sandwich. A burger's a burger.
There's a bit of an argument there.
Sandwich?
I mean,
Rev does have. people don't think burgers are sandwiches.
I don't disagree with the Rev, but I'd still want that.
Oh yeah, I still want it. But like on the menus, they have sandwiches and then burgers in different areas. So
good call, Texter.
Yeah.
All right, for Sarah, a Monte Cristo.
Oh, those are so good.
I think there's meat in that, though.
Ham in that?
It's like ham, turkey, Swiss, but then the bread is kind of like French toast.
Yeah, and then you put syrup all over it and powdered sugar.
Well, we could use like tofurkey.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
I think she might go for that. Yeah.
Joey, you would be a lobster roll.
Yeah, he would.
Fancy.
Yeah. High end.
Oh yeah.
Super buttered.
Yeah, and a
New England staple.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right, PJ, are you excited or nervous to find out what kind of sandwich you would be?
I can't wait. I'm sure it's probably some crusty old sandwich that somebody sat on.
All right, they believe you would be a French dip.
Oh, a French dip.
And the reason being, sometimes a little salty, but still my favorite.
Aww.
How about that for a swerve?
That's a good swerve. It's not my favorite sandwich, but it's a good sandwich.
That sounds like a Hallmark card.
And a good description. Yeah, it does sound like a Hallmark card, Danny. You're absolutely right.
Sometimes a little salty, but still my favorite.
All righty. All right, not bad. I'll take it.
See, you didn't get crapped on this time.
Well, you know what? You never know with those texters, but this was a good one. And a French dip is a good sandwich. I mean, it is delicious.
It is.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted in saying, hey, there's an awesome conversation on Reddit where people are talking about which celebrities they feel are not douches and don't deserve any haters. I was wondering what you guys think.
Yeah, and it's interesting because of the fact that we were talking about this with Tom Hanks because he's on the list. And he's got a new movie out, Finch, on Apple TV Plus.
Deservingly so. What has Tom Hanks ever done to piss somebody off? Really?
Well, that's the thing. I've never heard anything, but it is interesting where, it's like, wow, he's probably, a lot of people are nice people, but boy, Tom really gets the credit. Like, he can do what he wants. He can crash weddings. He can just hang out, and people don't care.
Well, he's just a nice guy. He's very charming, and he's massively successful.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps. That's a good icebreaker. I'm Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
The end. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Tom, and whatever you want, welcome.
I love what they said on Reddit. They said, someone described him as the only person who could drunkenly punch out a nun in an alley, and the world would wonder, damn, what was wrong with that nun? What did she do?
I would have to say Keanu Reeves.
The more that comes out about that guy, the more awesome he seems. He seems to take care of everybody in his life, and
he bought his stunt crew for John Wick Rolexes or something ridiculous, or the production crew. It's something along those lines. Just for working with him.
Yep.
Reddit thinks he's a real man of the people.
He rides the subway.
I can't argue with that.
And he was once in a band.
He was?
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he was in, was it like Starfish or not chocolate
Dog
Starfish?
Star?
Dog Star.
That's right.
Close to Starfish.
You got it. Dog Star, Starfish. Yeah. It's a star and some kind of creature.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He was like the bassist.
Yeah.
I could be
don't
wrong.
know. So
no, you're right. Yeah, bassist and backing vocalist.
Does that make him a great guy because he was in a band? Oh, all right.
Yeah, because he was a superstar at the time, and he was still going on tour with his band, playing small clubs. I thought that was cool.
There are other people that do that, though, that have bands that people don't like, though. Like, does Jared Leto have a band?
Yeah, but I like Jared Leto.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like 30 Seconds to Mars.
Some people are. I mean, some people don't like him. I don't know if it's because of his Joker or whatever, but some people, they don't love him as much as they do Keanu, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any issues with Jared Leto. I mean, he's a little pretentious, but that's nothing wrong with that.
As long as you don't have any issues with him, though.
He's just an artsy-fartsy kind of guy.
Yeah,
he's there's
so
no
artsy.
issues, though. There you go.
No,
the word pretentious is a positive word. There you go.
For some people, all right, maybe not.
Well, you never know.
That was the greatest line ever. I don't have a problem with him. He's pretentious, but otherwise,
Oh, you know what I'd put on the list? Of course, he's no longer with us, unfortunately, but Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Anybody have an issue with Mr. Rogers?
I don't think
There's
so.
never a scandal about the guy. He brought joy to all of us as kids.
Yeah, if there was a scandal, it was never brought out. And they've done a couple of movies, and you'd think something would have come out. People on Reddit were like, if anybody says anything bad about Mr. Rogers, I will not associate with him anymore. That's a good call. Who gets this? And I mean, unfortunately, he had a short career and a short life. But man, the love for him just escalated, and that was the late Chadwick Boseman.
Yes,
who played Black Panther. Pretty much every Marvel fan is like, they love that man. And we watched episodes of What If, which of course were posthumously aired after he passed away, but he still did the voices for it. And it was just so awesome to hear his voice in like a current thing, even though we know he recorded them a long time ago. Chadwick's another guy that just people love.
I remember when
sometimes
we'd tell a story where like you're telling something and you create like a fake name just to kind of add to the to the story, so that way you're like, hey, then thanks a lot, Brenda, something like that. And I remember we were talking about something. I'm like, oh, then this guy, Chadwick, but it was like a couple months after he passed. I didn't even think anything of it, and we got like a handful of texts from people like, dude, don't use Chadwick as an insult, because of Chadwick Boseman. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even think about that, but That's interesting that name is now connected to him, obviously. Well, it's there's so much love for him that people wanted to defend the name, even though we weren't making fun of him. We were just using the name as a joke.
It's the reverse Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's because, Karen was never that name, but now nobody, poor, all the Karens of the world, like, damn.
What about Dave Grohl? A couple people texted about Dave Grohl. That's a guy you got to put on there. He's always doing fun stuff.
Yeah, he didn't get mentioned in Reddit that I could see. But
just a couple names. I mean,
I agree.
Go forever.
Yeah, and that's a good call.
Think about just a couple like first things that pop in my mind. The thing that he did with that Nandy, the drummer, that little girl that plays drums on social media.
Yeah,
I mean, the way that he embraced her, had fun with her, and then brought her on stage to perform with the Foo Fighters. That's pretty badass. And then on a local level, remember our friend Darren from the guy that got shot over in Idaho, bassist, and he ended up sending him the Foo Fighters drum throne so that he could still play with his band.
Yeah, Dave is. It seems like he's a guy who is getting older, who definitely has a good life, from a financial standpoint, and is just acting like you would expect a guy to act like, who's had a good life, who's getting older, just to be that jolly ambassador of awesome.
Yeah, it was the band Greyhawk. That was the name of the band. I was spacing on it for a second, but yeah, he sent them the Foo Fighters drum throne. So when they played at El Corazon, there's Darren just rocking on that, and then set him up to get the throne back when the Foo Fighters were in town, and it looks like got him tickets.
Didn't have to pay him. Didn't have to pay a dime either.
Yeah,
for shipping, which is important. Shipping is big these days.
Dave Grohl doesn't believe in making his friends pay shipping. That's one of the things he's been known for.
Here's another guy on the list who I wonder, because he recently got attacked, if that even more just had people on his side, and that's Rick Moranis.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, the guy who just punched him on the side of the street for no good reason.
Oh no, screw Rick Moranis. He left us when I was enjoying all of his movies, and he just stopped doing movies. I'm kidding.
Okay,
because they would jump all over you. Because the reason they brought up they love Rick Moranis.
He's an amazing human being.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because taking care of his kids after his wife passed away, and now he's back though. I mean, he's ready to act again.
All right, here's a guy. Someone just texted it in, and I think some people give him a hard time because of the quote unquote humble brag. But really, what has he done wrong other than to Vin Diesel, and that's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yeah.
Someone said I saw him at Oahu filming Jumanji at the Kualoa Ranch. Nicest freaking guy. He got off the tour bus and he shook hands with everybody.
Yeah, he's definitely a self promoter, and he has his products and he gets it out there. But he does all. But it's just hard though to say he still isn't a nice guy. Of course he's going to want to promote that. He finds a way to get that done in the least annoying fashion possible, and still coming off, even with his humble brags, still coming off as a good guy. I think because he's also really savvy on social networks. That's another thing too. Is like he's all over the place, and he's doing good stuff. It's hard to hate Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
No, I 1,000% agree. I think even when he does the shameless self promotion, it's very tongue in cheek. Like he'll find a way to give love to Terramana Tequila, but he does it in such a way that you're like, okay, he's having fun with it. How do I hate this guy for having fun with this brand?
And, he should be out there doing that. That's what people do. They leverage their money to make more money, and that's the American way. And he seems to be a decent person, so why hate on him for that? Especially when you know his story, when he came from nothing. That's the other thing is, the guy literally is a self-made millionaire.
Jack Black just came on. Someone texted in. I've met Jack Black.
Yeah, I haven't heard bad stuff about Jack. Yeah.
Jack's super nice. One of my favorite experiences, I remember he was touring with Tenacious D, and they were playing with Weezer and Jimmy Eat World. And it was right when the Microsoft Xbox first came out. And they were in town, and we had a connection at Microsoft, and we worked out a deal where I delivered Xbox to each of their tour buses.
Oh.
So the Tenacious D tour bus.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty awesome. Like, if there's ever a time that you're not a hot chick, that's the time that you get invited on a tour bus, when you're holding a brand new video game console that's very hard to get.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I remember walking on the Tenacious D one, him and Kyle, both super nice, but at some point, Jack Black looked at me and goes, "You might be the fattest skinny guy I've ever met." And I was like, what? Wow.
Wow.
And he's like, well, or maybe you're the skinniest fat guy I've ever met. And then it just went on for an uncomfortable amount of time where I'm like, well, enjoy your Xbox.
Yeah, that's
like he was just having fun. I wasn't insulted by it. It was just one of those I think that's just his thing. Like he just says something random and see what kind of reaction he'll get.
I guess so. Yeah, that's a great line though.
But I'll never forget it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
and it's a backhanded compliment. Either way, I guess.
Yeah, but if it was a guy that was like, The Rock said that to me, maybe that would hit me more to my core. But it's Jack Black. He's also he's also a portly fella.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
especially at the time.
Oh, were you in your portly stage then?
Well, we both were. Clearly, I
was. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was at my heaviest, it was all in the stomach, but everything else was still kind of, a little bit elsewhere. But for the most part, everything else was still whatever it was. But that stomach was just rocking.
Oh, there you go.
I looked like a pregnant woman.
Good for you, buddy.
I don't know about that, PJ.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be positive. You know what? You were the skinniest fat guy I ever met.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.